Oh, we're getting fancy in here. All right, what's good? How are you?
I'm
sad. Jacob? Are you sad? Why? Because it's
sad. It's my last day. It's my last tournament. It's my last tournament. Taking off the hat.
Dude, it's fine. You're good.
I'm not good. I'm sad. Going off to college. After today, I won't see you guys for a while. So
that's okay.
You'll see me Tuesday.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna see you Tuesday, but then after that, like, I'm not gonna see you guys.
We'll come see you.
In Pennsylvania, yeah.
I've driven
probably
for stupider reasons.
Probably, yeah.
I've driven to Pennsylvania for a regional.
Fair enough.
I've been in PA.
So what do we got here? We have
Shulgi.
we have Shulgi,
the only
red sleeves now.
The only deck that has ever mattered to me. Shulgi. And it's better than last time. It's not bad.
Going to Pennsylvania.
It's not bad.
Pennsylvania.
I'm in Pennsylvania.
There's something else.
You're in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, yeah.
This is my house.
Listen.
Listen, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all on camera, dude. This is all on camera, dude.
But no, Shulgi, it's the one deck that's only ever mattered to me, and I change it up to kind of keep up with everything. So
new format, who dis?
New format, who dis? And I feel like Shulgi and friends are a lot more effective since more people are going to be running the grade 0 PGs. So it's fun.
Yeah, they are.
It's fun. So,
they are. Series 0 restriction actually matters for once. Yes.
All right. So
show me what we got, dude.
we got Chrono like every other Gear Chronicle deck should be playing.
My little buddy, my little buddy.
I mean, it's not Dran's that
Chrono. So everyone knows what this does. If it's put into the bind zone from rear guard, you slap it into Soul, get a Chrono Jet out, and then that Chrono Jet gets returned to your hand. It's good for setting up stride fodder, good for making column boards. It's effective, especially considering the fact that we're running 8 crit, so it literally just gives you an entire column to just stack everything on.
Yeah.
So one Chrono Jet.
Free advantage.
Free advantage is advantage. We still run 4 Chrono Jet mainly because I like it. I prefer the guard restriction more. I find it to be more effective. However, it is what it is. Being able to bot deck something is kind of effective, especially if you have first stride and they have like a GB locked rear guard.
Spot removal is always important.
Spot removal is always important.
If you go second, yeah, you can just snap their starter.
Spot removal is maximum importance. So you know how we have 4 Chrono Jet dragons?
We play.
We don't. We have 7 Chrono Jets. Because stride skill, counterblast 1.
Like consistency.
Counterblast 1, take him from the deck, put him on the heart, and then bot deck Bali. So basically, literally just kind of 7 Chrono Jets. Also, if you ever time leap, basically, you can toolbox into him, and then gives you on-hit pressure. You never really call him from hand. If anything, you call him from deck off of Delayed Blazer. The lone copy.
The lone copy of
Delayed Blazer that we play.
That I just gave him right before this.
Listen, it's been a hard day. All right, it's fine. It's a lot. It works though.
In the afternoon.
Look, man.
Listen, buddy.
There's a lot.
Listen here, you little shit.
All right.
Had a rough day is Josh. I texted him an
grade 2s. We still got our 10k base smoke gear. Because smoke gear is smoke gear. There we go. It's effective. 10k base.
That's good for defense. Yes. It's good for defense. As if your opponent doesn't play them, they can't hit you.
Basically. And then the homie.
For
Shulgi.
The boy.
You never run any less than Shulgi. Shulgi's too important. Sure, you're not going to call him often, but when you're going for game, it's really important. So it's better to just keep him in hand for the extra shield value until you're pushing for game because of the guard restriction. That matters. Like we run Heritage in this. Like you're gonna call Shulgi and then put Destruction behind it to make that column. So that way, both turns you have a grade 0 restriction that you just stack on top. In fact, Shulgi was the one that beat Josh's Claret Dragon, which after a year I finally fucking beat.
Took you long enough.
To figure that one out.
Shade.
That deck's awful.
Listen, man, alright? It mattered to me.
It helped him sleep at night.
It actually
It did.
did. Yes. It let me know that.
I'm happy
did.
for you, but that deck's bad.
Look, man, it told me that I was a good player at the game finally. Also, 2 Lugal because more grade 0 restrictions.
I just want to like.
On placement, gain 2,000, and then when it attacks, no grade 0s. Kind of simple, and then delayed blazer.
Okay, so here. Okay, so
Yeah,
you take
so-
this. I gave it to him literally before this. What you can do is, okay, cool. Let's say you Metallica Phoenix, you swing with this, you Metallica Phoenix to call this outside of a 1. Tommy this into the 3 so that you have the on-hit pressure.
It's good.
This is gonna give you value, Jacob.
Value.
It's gonna give you value.
I trust you. I'm trusting you, man. If I go off to college and then delayed
The
blazer
Blazer
doesn't,
wins you a game.
if delayed blazer
Well, it'll win you a
doesn't-
game,
if
trust
delayed
me.
blazer doesn't put in the work, I'm gonna message you being like, yo, what
Trust
are you
me,
doing?
it'll win you a game. It'll win you a game. Do not worry. I don't even know what this is. Is this like some sort of chicken thing?
It's a buffalo fry.
Huh.
I like how the camera's just looking down throughout this entire dilemma.
I think that's the point.
Fair enough.
we have cards to showcase.
For Arlen, because I'm not bad at this game anymore, but
And for
I'm the
PG.
same.
Anymore.
Anymore?
I'm not bad anymore. I'm at least decent. So on flip, it's important because you use up your counter charges most often in this deck. So you need them back.
So close.
I'm running out of spirit and I'm paper.
For Steam Breath, because Stride Fodder.
Striding is important.
Striding is
Pretty
important.
mandatory. Yeah. Gotta stay consistent.
For Transit Dragon, because it gets you hand advantage. Here's what I'm gonna say about this deck. It's the fact where if your opponent doesn't kill you, you're going to kill yourself because you're going to deck yourself out. I've probably lost more games because I run out of cards during my drive checks and whatnot
You'll have enough for this.
than my opponent actually killing me.
Yeah.
So, mainly because of the way
Draw
the
power is good.
Yeah, draw power is good, but too much of it obviously kills you. So this is on your first stride turn. If you still have Chronodran, you time leap Chronodran into Transit Dragon, slap Chronodran into Soul, call Chronojet, and then you have
So
an
you have the
18k
18.
column. Yeah, that's guaranteed. Basically, your first stride turn at least gets you 5 cards out of deck. 3 from the drive trigger, 1 from Chronojet, and then 1 from Transit Dragon,
Yes.
which is effective.
The drive trigger.
Drive check. Sir?
It's like Orgasm. You're just actually getting 5 cards to hand on your first turn, so
Yeah.
Orgasm.
it's good.
That's a
I don't
big-
think so, but maybe.
That's a big mood. And then we run we run 3 of Juxion. Juxion.
Grade 1 space. It's
Grade,
basically it.
grade 1 space, but also it enables the grade lock for Shulgi, which is more effective. 4 I legitimately found to be too cloggy, mainly because
It's a 6K.
It's a 6K. It only works
With one other
with
card.
Shulgi. It literally only works with Shulgi, but if I had a more effective way of using the soul in this deck, this would be a little different because by the time I'm dead, I would have like 12 cards in soul, so it becomes more of a factor of
Yeah.
how do I utilize the soul as much as I use Counterblast?
Yes.
Because that would be fun. But 3 Juxion, kind of important, but not too important. Then you run 4, kind of one of those things where it just kind of
Sometimes,
works.
but not all the time.
It's sometimes right. 4 Heart Thump Worker because I'm not because once again
cards,
I'm not
power.
bad at this game anymore. Persona crit trigger. You all know what it does. Slap in Soul 5k, draw a card. Simple enough. 4 Pulsar Bomb Hog.
Intentionally for countercharge.
Intentionally for countercharge. Literally, that's only it. Because
that's good, that's good.
counterblast, you counterblast way too often, so you need the resources to get it back. For Lucky Pot Draco Kid.
4 draws.
4 draws, slaps itself into soul, gives something power, kind of makes the magic numbers work.
Yes.
And then 4 Unflipper Heal Trigger because you're an idiot to run anything else. Alright then.
This is my way to blast out music.
You're trying.
Oh, thank you.
You're trying.
I hate the way you placed it, by the way.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh well.
Whoa, is this Mario's top 32 YCS deck profile?
No, it is. No, I was the top 8
What did
duelist.
you play at top 8? A YCS is a cock is?
I would, but fines.
Alright,
Checker tricksters.
so that was the main deck.
Oh, that's not.
Stride deck? G zone, not stride deck.
Extra deck.
Extra deck.
One Zodiac Bravo, one Zodiac Trident.
One Metallica Phoenix. This is always your first stride. Well, not always. This is your ideal first stride because this is what gets your entire deck going. Stride this. Timely Prone Jam makes the numbers.
Let's try this. Timely Chrono Jam, get the 3, get the transit, draw 5 cards in your first turn.
Basically, that's how that's supposed to happen.
Yes.
You flip.
Play Shadow Paladin.
Out of here! Fuck out of here. You flip Mystery Feast off of it. So, mainly because it's a
You have
ZTB.
ZTB space.
It's a ZTB, yeah. I think it's even more weird that Mystery Feast is a ZTB.
No,
So-
it came out when ZDBs were like, I mean, this is from like set 11. This is,
I know, but like if it was just a Gear Dragon, then I would be like, oh, okay, just run Huang Long. So whether you want to run this or Huang Long, it's fine.
You could.
I like this mainly just because if you put it back and you still have enough cards left in deck, and it can be a decent finisher.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it. You then go. Oh crap! Yeah, hold on.
It's out of order.
Yeah, outside of order. Mainly, it's in
Groovy and
stride
next stage
order as
engine now.
it's in stride order as opposed to deck list order. You then got 3 next stage. Got this idea from Mario.
Oh, you're
because
actually through now.
Because everyone knows. Stride 1, flip 1, then you gear groovy, copy next
copy.
stage, flip, and then you're
Cost.
fine.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. Excuse me, that was very rude.
That's basically what Time Leap decks did, yeah. You play 3 and the 2 groovies that you're able to copy.
The only thing that I don't like about next stage is the fact where it requires all of your triple drive, which is kind of
Yes,
the main
it's the
thing.
discard 3.
If it was a discard 2, I would at least be fine because that way you're still at least getting 3 cards. You're getting 5 cards out of the deck, but you're only getting 2 cards in hand out of that entire thing. Like, sure, you cycle, but it's like that's
Yeah, I know.
it's not
completely
enough
agree with
hand
that.
advantage for me.
I completely agree with it.
However, since it stands Chrono Jet, card restrict.
That was what made it so good.
Anyways, once again, to Gear Groovy. Gear Groovy because it copies shit. Soul Blast, flip, give it 5k. All of the time, you're going to flip Chronos Command, but I'll get into that later.
Well, that's just for the unhit.
That's
for the on-hit.
That's for the
in the
on-hit,
package.
and that's for basically. So copies makes it so that you have 2 whole next stage turns, and it's really effective.
Yes. That's basically your push, yes.
We then got 1 Chronos Command and 2 Revolutions. You never Heartstrike to Chronos Command. What are you talking about? You flip it off of either Metallica Phoenix or Gear Groovy.
Yeah, you don't really
But
get
most of the
value out
time,
it.
you flip it off of Gear Groovy to have it as backup. Like if your opponent overcommits to a board, then you can just be like, oh hey, stride into Chronos Command because
And
it's
just
already
wipe
be
it.
flipped. Like if you're going up against like Messiahs and they dedicate their entire board
Yes.
to having a good board state, like especially after like your second stride or first stride or whatnot, they commit a board too early. You just go pop, flip, bot deck your entire board, push as hard as I can, and then you need to start from square one.
Yeah.
So kind of simple enough. Get back. And then Heritage. We have exactly 4 ZTBs in this G zone.
Yep.
And all of which work effectively. Because you stride, you flip 1, you flip the second one, you stride the third, and then you guard with the 4th. So it works. It works out perfectly. So if you don't kill him by Heritage, you're going to deck
You
out.
probably deserve to lose.
You deserve
At
to
that
lose,
point.
but you deserve to lose, but by that point you're not going to die, you're just going to deck out.
Yeah.
Is what I have learned. But effective.
That's basically what happens.
You're still gonna lose, just not the way your opponent wants to. G-Guards, 1 Uluru,
I'm gonna actually view.
gives you back resources plus 5k to the shield. Effective. One because it's at 1.
All this fantastic food.
This is, I mean, this is good for.
It spins back things that are stacked on top of rear guards,
Yeah,
which
I mean,
is
this
effective.
is perfect for big rear guards.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Like,
It's also
this is your
effective.
Denali
Against,
Griffin.
it's also effective against kind of like Ultima turns, where it's just like they Ultima. You guard the first 2 attacks. Like let's say they're running. You guard the first 2 attacks. Swing.
Right, 'cause you didn't get food the
So
last
let's say like one column is like 25 or like 26. Like basically head
just
around,
use this, yeah,
spin
to shuffle
this
the
to put less pressure on the board than just guard. So it gets rid of pressure.
Yeah, it gets rid of problem cards
Basically,
for the
it's
most
like
part.
it's like a band-aid, kind of like alleviate the pressure.
It's like a hand trap.
Ooh,
Got him.
one of the ZTB thing. You either
It's literally a
you
ZTB.
either-
That's
yeah,
it. That's actually it.
That's literally
it's just
it. You never,
a ZTB.
You never use its. You never
You
use
can't
its effect.
even. Yeah, you can't even.
Well, not even that. It's more along the lines of the fact
don't
where
get
it's
the
like
bonus
if you have
shift.
one, if you have like two,
And it's the best kind of food come like never imagined.
if you have like two ZTBs, then it's like okay, sure, like 5k to the shield, but you're never gonna get that. You're always gonna flip it off of Big Uluru. Or if you're guarding something like a 25,000 attack, then you just hard stride into it, save the Uluru because this is gonna be flipped back face down. Easy enough. And then dust.
One good old dust.
Do I need to explain? on a scale from 1 to explanation, do I require an explanation for dust?
Oh, your explanation is you don't stride this. This is your. Oh,
This is the
shit
fuck button.
This is your shit button. Either you're so ahead that you can flex on your opponent, or you're losing and you just need to coin flip the game.
Basically,
That's what I see with Zeros for the most part.
basically with dust, whenever I've gone into it, I've won. But the problem is that I'm either in the fuck button situation. I know I'm not gonna win next turn,
Big mood.
or I'm just so confident, or I need to finish the game now, where it's just like
yes, it's a win harder button.
it's the win
and,
harder button, or the basically.
Yeah, it's
So-
a win harder button, or just the Euro shit button. If everything goes wrong,
When in
Basically what
doubt,
you
dust it out.
that's basically what you have.
That's it.
And that is the purple.
Yeah. I feel like all the comments are just gonna be like, wow, this fuckboy doing his deck profile in fingerless gloves.
Oh man.
What?
They hurt you yet? Those gloves.
No, not really. These are comfy.
Those gloves hurt my hand so bad.
Look, Casey, alright? Trying here. So yeah.
But it's all good.
This is
This is
updated.
Shulgi.
This is Shulgi.
This is updated Shulgi. This is not.
This is the best version of Shulgi that
All I heard was my name.
I could possibly have made. And I've been trying to find ways to make it go harder, but considering the fact of how many cards you go through so often, it's just I don't know. I like.
I mean,
the
you
speed.
turbo well, yeah.
I turbo well. It's not Shulgi Wush anymore. It's just Shulgi punch you in the face.
Took him a minute.
Kind of self-explanatory because you always swing with the Vanguard first.
Yeah.
Like if you're on the next stage turn, you attack with the Vanguard, do the next stage stuff, attack with the Vanguard again, then you go rear guards because we don't run stance as you guys clearly saw. So it's like there's no reason to just be like, oh, rear guard. Like unless the attack's not going to connect. Like if you have like a steam breath behind a TikTok worker, then it's just like swing, slap, draw, and then just bank on this other rear guard. So kind of simple enough.
But it's okay. It's Gear Chronicle.
It's Gear Chronicle,
But
it's good.
Just because it's Gear Chronicle doesn't mean it's a ZTB.
Fucking damn right.
Got him.